Hello students, let us now do the Venn diagram generator. Now this generator is based on the principle that we have discussed in question number 25 in exercise the question number 35 I think. We have two spheres. One is the inner sphere whose radius is r1 and q1 is charge distributed on it, and the outer shell having charge q2 and the radius r2. We have seen that the potential of inner sphere is more than the potential of the outer sphere, whatever is the charge on the outer spherical shell. So we have discussed this in exercise question number 35 or like this. You can refer the exercise. So it was 35 or 36. They are related to the Venn diagram generator. So the potential at A was found to be kq upon kq2 upon r2 plus kq1 upon r2, and potential at B was found to be this. Clearly we compared these two equations. These two values are same. Here the numerator is same, but R1 is less. So the potential of B is greater than the potential of A. So it is clear that if two spheres are kept concentric with each other, whatever is the charge on the outer sphere, the potential of the inner sphere will always remain high as compared to the outer sphere. Now this principle was applied by a Venn diagram generator to produce a potential difference of about few million volt. So Venn diagram generator is a device used to produce potential difference of about 1 million volt or 10 raised to 6 volt or a higher than this. So it is a device which will produce a potential difference, and this potential difference value is used to accelerate charged particles. So if the potential difference is very high, it can accelerate a charged particle, and this acceleration of the charged particle is used to study structure of matter. So there are many experiments where we need an accelerated charged particle. So in order to accelerate a charged particle, we need a potential difference of say few million volt. Then the Venn diagram generator can produce this potential difference. Now the construction of the Venn diagram generator. It consists of a very large spherical shell, which will be similar to our spherical shell A, and this spherical shell is mounted on an insulated stand. So this stand is an insulated stand. So this is insulated stand. We are seeing the construction of a Venn diagram generator. So it consists of a large spherical shell, which is, you have to remember, the inner sphere is at a higher potential, mounted on a insulated stand, and this insulated stand is kept on the metallic base. So this insulated stand is placed on a grounded metal base. So this is our metallic base. It is grounded. Now in this chamber we have two pulleys. These are two pulleys which are connected with an insulated belt. This is a belt. This is a insulated belt. So this is insulated belt, and this two disc is pulley, which is driven by motor. So this pulley are connected with a motor, so they will rotate. Say it rotate in clockwise, so this belt will move up, and from this side the belt will come down. So this is an insulated belt. It is moving over the pulley. So this is a pulley driven by the motor on which we have an insulated belt. So this pulley is similar to our inner sphere. Now, a high tension voltage, you remember that the potential of the inner sphere is more. We have here a metallic comb. This is a metallic comb which is connected with a high tension. So this is the supply which is a high tension. This metallic comb, we know that the charges are more, the surface charge density is more on the pointed end. So we have discussed this numerical also. As compared to the plane surface, the surface charge density is more on a pointed end because sigma was inversely proportional to the radius. So we have a comb-like structure, and it is connected with a battery or a high tension. The voltage should be high. There is a small gap. So this is a metallic brush. You call it a metallic brush or a metallic comb. It will spray the charge on the belt. It will spray the charge on the belt. So when this comb, this is your metallic comb, is connected to a high tension battery or a high tension supply, the charge will be distributed first on its surface. The surface charge density will be more. Again, this medium inside the Van de Graaff generator is insulated or it is a vacuum. Now when the charges are uniformly distributed and it reaches the maximum value, this comb spray the charge on the belt. So this is called, this phenomenon is called corona discharge. This is called as corona discharge. That is, when the density of the charge becomes maximum on this pointed end, the comb will spray, or if it is an air, we have seen that if the charge exceeds the limit, the distribution exceeds the limit, it ionizes the medium. The medium is ionized. Here we have a vacuum inside it, so there is no scope of ionization. So they will spray the charges like we spray a perfume. This is the flow of the charge. Spraying of the charge will take place. This distance is very small. Now this charge are sprayed on a belt, and the belt is continuously rotating, or it is moving up from one side and coming down from the other. So this charge are taken upward. So continuous spray or the corona discharge of the charge take place. This charge are moving up because they are on a insulated belt. So if there is an air, the ionization will take place. So we have a vacuum there. Now when this charge reaches at this value, it is like the inner sphere has a charge Q1 now. Again one metallic comb is connected here. This distance is kept very small. So what happened, when this charge come at this point they take an electron from the metallic comb or through this sphere. The sphere is metallic. Now this entire Van de Graaff generator is kept in an insulated medium. Now what will happen? As soon as this positive charge comes here, its potential is more as compared to this outer sphere. So electrons will start flowing from outer sphere to the inner sphere. Now as one electron go in through this metallic comb, this is a conducting wire. We have seen when these two spheres were concentric, and when we connect it by a conducting wire, the charge flow from the high potential to low potential. So here the same thing is happening. This is high potential. So electron comes in through the metallic comb. So the surface, this becomes positively charged. And this positive charge is neutralized. Then second positive charge comes, plus, 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 like this. The potential of the outer sphere keep on increasing. The potential of the outer sphere keep on increasing because the electron will flow through the metallic brush. So this is how the potential of the outer sphere start rising, and the inner sphere, on the other hand, the insulated belt on the other end is neutralized. So this positive charge comes here, one electron comes here, it is neutralized. Continuously the brush at the bottom continuously keep on spraying the charges. Thus the positive charge is transferred to the outer shell and produce a potential, and therefore we create a potential difference of few million volt. So now if I consider this portion, this belt is now neutral, so it is rotating again, corona discharge take place, positive charge comes up, so this sphere becomes positively charged. So in this portion the outer sphere is at high potential and this sphere is at low potential, and therefore we create a potential difference between the two spheres, like we did in this numerical. It was 36 number numerical, I think 35 or 36 number numerical. So this is how we create a potential difference of few million volt. Now let us see question number 35, which is related to the Van de Graaff generator. Now in the book the values are, in a Van de Graaff generator, a spherical metal shell. So this is a spherical metal shell. We try to understand this Van de Graaff generator with the help of the numerical value. Is to be 15 into 10 raised to 6 volt electrode. So we have a potential difference created is 15 into 10 raised to 6 volt. So this is a spherical metal shell is to be at 15 into 10 raised to 6 volt. Means I want the potential of this outer sphere to be 15 into 10 raised to 6 volt, and we know that the charges has been transferred from inner sphere to the outer sphere. Thereby the potential of the outer sphere rises to few million volt. So see, this value is given. Now the question is, the dielectric strength of gas surrounding the electrode is 5 into 10 raised to 7. So dielectric strength matlab the maximum electric field that the dielectric medium can withstand, that is 5 into 10 raised to 7 volt per meter. So this entire Van de Graaff generator is placed inside an insulated medium, or you can say it is placed inside a conductor having some gas which is insulated, but the dielectric strength of gas surrounding the electrode is 5 into 10 raised to 7 voltmeter. So if I exceed this value, the gas surrounding this Van de Graaff generator, see the entire Van de Graaff generator is kept in a chamber filled with a gas or a vacuum, so that when the potential of this rises, the potential rises with respect to the metallic base, you can connect the outer sphere with anything, with any machine which required a potential difference of few million volt, and the other end is grounded or it is at low potential. So this is high potential, this is positive. In order to accelerate the charged particle, we need one end to be a high potential. Like a battery, we should have two terminal, positive terminal and negative terminal. So this is like a positive terminal whose voltage is 10 raised to 6 volt. Now when I need to accelerate the charged particle, it should have a low it enter between a high potential and low potential. So the low potential terminal is connected to the earth, so that a potential difference is created. So one sphere is at high potential, this behave like a positive terminal. So it will be used to accelerate the charged particle. We will see how this can be done. For the time being, you only concentrate on its construction. Working also we will see. So now this outer shell has a potential of 15 into 10 raised to 6 volt, and the gas surrounding this electrode have a dielectric strength of 5 into 10 raised to 7 volt per meter. What is the minimum radius of the spherical shell required? So what should be its radius, minimum radius? We assume that for a safety purpose, what is the minimum radius of the spherical shell required? And we will also learn from this exercise. I am reading the question, why one cannot build an electrostatic generator using a very small shell which required a small charge to acquire a high potential. So we will see how much minimum radius is required to have a potential of this volt, not less than that. It is a minimum radius we require. Now you have to remember that for safety purpose, the electric field should be 10% of E max only. This you have to remember. Now if we take the electric field intensity to be this, it is possible that a gas get ionized. So E is 10% of E max. So E is equal to 10 upon 100 into 5 into 10 raised to 7. So it comes out to be 5 into 10 raised to 6 volt per meter. Now we know the potential of this is given as this. So we know the relation. V can be written as E into R. That is, V is KQ by R, E is KQ by R square. So this is the relation between potential, or we know E is equal to dV by dr, or E is also equal to the potential gradient. I need to find out R. Therefore, R is equal to V upon E. So this is equal to 15 into 10 raised to 6 divided by 5 into 10 raised to 6. So it comes out to be 10 raised to 6, 10 raised to 6. That is cancelled. If I take for a safety purpose the value of electric field intensity to be 5 into 10 raised to 6, then it comes out to be 30, this 5 3s are 3 meter. So this much radius is required, minimum radius is required to create a potential difference of 15 into 10 raised to 6 volt. So this is how the principle of Van de Graaff generator is employed to find out the radius. So at least you should require 3 meter of the radius, or it can be written as 300 centimeter. This is the radius. Also, you refer the book. The answer given is 30 centimeter. So there is a printing error. V can be 15 into 10 raised to 6, or if I take V as 1.5, this 1.5, then it comes out to be 0.3 meter, then it becomes 30 centimeter. So if I take V as 15, the answer should be 3 meter. So if I require a potential difference of 15 into 10 raised to 6 volt, the minimum radius should be 3 meter. So it is not easy that by a small spherical shell you can construct a Venn digraph generator. Venn digraph generator require a large spherical shell. See, the radius is 300 centimeter, or you say it is 3 meter. So it is not a small value as far as the radius is concerned. So again, you try to understand that Venn digraph generator is nothing but it is a device which is used to produce or create a potential difference of 1 million volt. This potential difference is used to accelerate the charged particle, which is used to study the fine structure of the matter, whether it is used to find out the defect in the matter also. And it consists of a large spherical shell which is mounted on an insulated stand. This chamber consists of 2 pulleys which is driven by the electric motor. Near one pulley or a lower pulley we have a metallic brush pointed end, so that the surface charge density is maximum. It is connected with a source or a high tension. The surface charge density is inversely proportional to radius, so surface charge density is more. Now as the charge keep on depositing on this pointed end, the charge will be sprayed on the belt which is called as corona discharge. This positive charge is taken up by an insulated belt. When it comes near to this second comb which is connected with the spherical shell, the electron will flow from the outer shell and the outer shell becomes positive. So as this corona discharge keep on taking place, the positive charge is uniformly distributed on the spherical shell, its potential keep on rising. This entire Venn digraph generator is placed in an isolated or a vacuum chamber, or it is filled with some gas. As far as this numerical is concerned, the dielectric strength or the maximum electric field of this gas was 5 into 10 raised to 7. So if I reach to this value, the gas will get ionized. So I take only the 10% for safety purpose. So the electric field created, if I want to create an electric field of 5 to 10 raised to 6 volt per meter, so that the gas is not ionized, the minimum radius required is 3 meter. So whatever charge particle you have to accelerate, we can take one terminal as this sphere, that is a high potential, and the other terminal is grounded, that is a low potential. And when the charge particle enters between these two rods or electrodes, we call it electrode. Now this is referred as a positive electrode in a numerical, and negative electrode means it is earthed. So the charge particle will enter. So if this is a positive electrode and we have another electron which is at low potential, the charge particle will enter in it. Now if a charge particle enter into it, there is a potential difference. So that charge particle will be accelerated, force will act on it, and we know that force will be equal to mass into acceleration, or the work is done on it with the help of this potential difference created. So this is a Venn digraph generator and the numerical related to it. As far as our Gujarat board syllabus is concerned, we don't have this as in the syllabus. So you remember the formula is simple, but its principle is very important. That is, simple principle is there when the two spheres are kept concentric with each other, whatever charge is there on the outer sphere, the inner sphere will always be at a high potential. So that is, this was numerical 35, that was numerical number 36. We have seen that whatever is the charge, here there was no charge on the spherical shell, but in numerical 36, the outer sphere have a charge Q2, inner sphere have a charge Q1. So even if I consider a charge on outer sphere, the potential of inner sphere always comes out to be greater. So the charge will always flow from inner sphere to the outer sphere. So in this portion also I can say there is a potential difference created which is constant. The outer surface is positive and this side is inside this region, this is a low potential. So this region also have a potential difference. Potential difference means if I try to bring a unit positive charge from outside to this point, I have to do the work against this. And once I reach on its surface, then I come inside. Inside the electric field is 0, but the potential is same as it is on the surface. So this region is also have a potential difference created. So this is the concept of Van de Graaff generator. Have a good day.